Saka and the Woman in the Wind. Fictional scandal, not real, just for entertainment. London, February 2025. After the derby win over Chelsea, Bukayo Saka unexpectedly did not return to Arsenal headquarters as usual. The paparazzi followed the shiny grey Bentley to a luxurious penthouse on the South Bank. Stepping out of the car was a woman wearing a burgundy silk dress, wearing black glasses, long curly hair, and her arms wrapped intimately around Saka's neck. Elena Deval, a French-born supermodel and actress, who was once the face of the famous lingerie line Nuit Sauvage. She is 7 years older than Saka. Player of the Year and a hot beauty, the new party of football? Daily Mail screamed. Blank, _ blank. Wine fiery start. Saka and Elena were spotted together in Saint-Tropez, Milan, and Ibiza. Photos on a yacht, at a 5-star hotel swimming pool. Elena in a bikini smiling with Saka holding her in his arms like in a movie. Elena told GQ magazine. He is younger than me. But in bed, Saka is a complete man. The statement caused a stir in the media. The hashtag #SakaXElena trended across Europe. Elena's Instagram increased by 4 million followers in 10 days. Blank, _ blank. Fire the double game. But it's not just love and desire. A Parisian newsman revealed. Elena used to have a relationship with an underground sports betting tycoon. She was the muse in match-fixing deals when she was in Italy. Rumors spread quickly. Is Elena manipulating Saka, or is everything he reveals during the passionate moments being recorded in exchange for power? Inside Arsenal, a secret meeting took place. The board of directors is concerned. Saka is being dragged into a web of emotional, financial, media manipulation. Blank, _ blank. Bomb fiery climax. During a vacation in the Maldives, paparazzi used a flycam to capture the moment when the two were arguing fiercely on the balcony. Elena threw her phone. Saka hit the railing, his face red. The two disappeared from the media 2 weeks later. When Saka returned to the pitch, people noticed. He no longer had his familiar smile. His performance declined. At that time, a clip was leaked on the dark web, allegedly filmed by Elena while the two were intimate. The clip did not show their faces, but the characteristics made netizens call out their names. FA, Arsenal club and sponsor Nike rushed to handle the crisis. Saka's representative announced, "All acts of secret filming are illegal. We will take legal action." Elena, when being pursued by the press, just shrugged and smiled. True love always leaves a burn. Blank, _ blank. Firecracker. The ending is not over. Saka quietly unfollowed Elena. No announcement, but his last photo on Instagram was a pair of soccer shoes placed next to a red silk dress, with the caption, "The most beautiful fire is when you pull your feet out in time." Elena mysteriously disappeared from the media. Some say she has retreated to the Swiss mountains. Others say she is writing a memoir. The Woman of Goals, soon to be published. Sunglasses Fire, The Third Man, The Backstabber. London, June 2025. A month after the sex clip was leaked, public opinion calmed down, and Bukayo Saka returned to training to prepare for the preseason tour. But he became unusually quiet. There was no more laughter in the dressing room. No one was riding home together like usual. Everyone thought Saka was still hurting from the breakup with Elena. But the truth was much deeper. Firecracker. Internal shock. During a closed training session, Saka rushed into Gabriel Martinelli, his close teammate at Arsenal, in an unnecessary tackle. The two almost got into a fight. Coach Arteta had to intervene. No one understood what was going on. 3 days later, the Mirror broke the news. Martinelli was spotted having dinner with Elena Deval in Paris just 2 weeks after she split from Saka. Paparazzi photos showed Martinelli and Elena emerging from the Le Meurice hotel. She wore a daringly cut black dress. He buttoned his shirt in a "nothing to hide" style. Worse, a waiter told reporters. She whispered something in his ear and they laughed. Then they kissed. Ice love melted, friendship frozen. Saka immediately unfollowed Martinelli on Instagram, and also did not like any of the club's posts featuring Martinelli afterwards. The press dubbed it, the Cold War at Emirates. Elena was calm. She told an interviewer, "I don't belong to anyone. I love people with fire. Maybe I'll find another fire, hotter." Arsenal fans are divided. One half criticized Elena as a gold digger who penetrated the squad. The other half suspected that Martinelli had secretly loved Elena before, and that he was the one who secretly sent the sex clip to destroy Saka. The truth is revealed. A club communications staff leaked internal information. Saka once lent Martinelli his personal iPad, which contained many private messages and photos with Elena. When everything fell apart, Martinelli was the one who kept the original copy of the clip. If this is true, it is not just a betrayal of friendship, but a deliberate dirty trick. Arteta called a closed meeting between three people: Saka, Martinelli, club representatives. No one knows what they said. But after that day, Saka asked to be withdrawn from the US tour squad, citing mental instability. Elena? She still posts photos from the balcony of her resort in Venice. Caption: "Two men, one heart, one deep cut." Puzzle piece: The Last Whisper. August 2025, the opening match of the season. Saka started, Martinelli was on the bench. After the first goal, Saka did not celebrate. He looked straight into the camera and said something that no one could hear clearly, but netizens could read his lips. There is nothing left to forgive. Saka and the Truth Digger. September 2025, London. After the scandal with Elena and the shock of Martinelli, Bukayo Saka disappeared from the spotlight. No events, no media appearances. But one person still followed his every step closely, not a fan, but Mira Khan, an investigative reporter for the independent sports channel True Angle. She was the one who dug up the first details about Martinelli dating Elena, but did not publish them all, because something was not right. Mira is 29 years old, Pakistani, sharp, graduated from journalism at LSE, almost signed with the BBC but refused to pursue major investigations. She does not believe in appearances. She believes in the eyes when someone lies. Light bulb: The fateful meeting. While filming a report on Arsenal's training ground, Mira accidentally ran into Saka when he was at the gym at 7 a.m. alone. No one was there. She asked, "Do you want to tell the truth about Elena?" Saka looked at her, cold. The truth doesn't save anyone, especially when people don't want to hear it. But Mira didn't give up. She sent him unreleased clips, showing that Martinelli was the one who had accessed Saka's iCloud from an unknown device. Saka was silent, then invited her for coffee, the first time in months he had taken the initiative. Hot beverage: From coffee to feelings. They met again. At first, it was just about information and trust. But then the conversations lasted until midnight. Mira was not the type of woman Saka had met, not needing to stand out, not liking the spotlight, but knowing how to listen, and knowing when to be quiet so he could speak for himself. And for the first time, Saka talked about his mother, about the abuse after Euro 2020, about the pressure of being a programmed hero, about how he forgot what he liked, besides football. Mira didn't hug him, didn't comfort him. She just said, "You don't need to be a role model. You just need to be real. And if you want, I won't write anything about this." Heart on Fire love began as a secret. They loved each other in silence. No public photos, no paparazzi. But after each match, people saw Saka playing with a different look, focused, cold, unpretentious, as if he didn't need to prove anything to the world anymore. Rumors were flying. Once, Mira was photographed getting into Saka's car in the Emirates parking lot late at night. Football forums asked, "Who is the mysterious girl who revived Saka?" A fan page posted a photo, Saka sitting in the car, Mira leaning over, placing her hand on his. There was no kiss, but the way they looked at each other was enough to know it wasn't a rumor. Mike conclusion. At the year-end press conference, when asked about her recent positive changes, Saka just smiled and said, "Someone once said I don't need to be a role model. And it's true, I don't need to be anyone else, just be myself. Thank you, if you're watching."